Sky King.
Sky King, flight 434. We're 36,000 feet.
Fasten your seatbelts, trays, and seatbacks in the upright position, and get ready as we jet back to Italy. First stop, Florence, Italy. Florence, Italy is widely recognized as one of the most beautiful cities on earth. It had its heyday during the Renaissance period, when it truly was the world center for commerce, the arts, and culture, much like New York City is regarded today. Most of this very charming city's historic district is much the way it was over 500 years ago. When we concluded last week's show, we were checking out the sculptures near the Palazzo Vecchio, Florence's town hall.
I want to get your folks' opinion. Have you noticed there's a lot of naked sculptures around Italy?
Absolutely. I like it. It's just so different. You just get out and see.
Are you offended by any of the naked sculptures?
No, not at all.
No.
But have you seen?
But my daughter wanted to buy a button with David on it and asked if she could wear it to school, and I said probably couldn't do it.
Would that be considered indecent?
There might be some people offended, but it's art. So
you probably argue that one or two of the sculptures, especially that fat man at the Boboli Gardens, have you seen him? The one on the turtle?
No.
He should probably have some.
I've seen a picture of him. I'm just.
He should probably have some Speedos on or something.
Maybe.
At least.
We'll continue our look in the rear view at our recent Italian adventure with a visit to the Ponte Vecchio, or Old Bridge.
The bridge is actually about 1,000 years old. And this was the only bridge that wasn't blown up in World War II by the Germans. They figured you couldn't get tanks across it. About 1,000 years ago or so, they used to sell meat on here, but I believe one of the Medicis didn't like the smell of the meat. A lot of it would decay, and start smelling here on the bridge, so they replaced the meat with gold. So now it's mainly jewelry and gold that's sold here on this Ponte Vecchio, which means Old Bridge.
Oh, and by the way, the Medici family ruled Florence for centuries. You can still see their family crest all over town. And starting in 1549, the powerful Medici family lived in the Pitti Palace in Florence.
Got a beautiful view of the Arno River here. We're standing next to this sculpture of some Florentine dignitary. So if you look down the bridge here, you see all the shops with jewelry and gold mainly. That is the main merchandise that they sell here on the Ponte Vecchio. Okay, this walkway that runs the length of the bridge was built by the Medicis so they wouldn't have to mingle with the commoners when they were going from their palace to the city. And the windows right above the bridge, in the center of the bridge, were added when Adolf Hitler came here to visit once, so he could see the Arno River. Those windows were put in just for Adolf Hitler back in the 1940s. As you notice, there's no vehicles crossing this bridge, the Ponte Vecchio. It's strictly a foot bridge. In fact, it's the only bridge in Florence, in all of Florence, that they don't allow cars or trucks or any kind of vehicles to go across.
The Ponte Santa Trinità, Italian for Holy Trinity Bridge, is another ancient bridge in Florence, Italy, spanning the Arno. The bridge was reportedly designed by Michelangelo, and construction went on from 1567 to 1569. On August 8, 1944, the bridge was destroyed by retreating German troops, but reconstructed in 1958 with original stones raised from the Arno, or taken from the original quarry.
You'll notice cracks on the bridge. That's because the bridge was blown up in World War II by the Germans, and the Italians actually picked the bridge up piece by piece and put it all back together. Michelangelo left his mark all over Florence, Italy. To this day, over 500 years later, people still honor his presence here. I'm looking at this pensione here that in 1972, I stayed there with my parents and my sister, Jean. We had a hotel room right upstairs. Pensione means hotel in Italian. You can see the windows up there where we had dinner every night. I was 12 years old, my sister was 13, so actually I've been in Florence every decade of my life since the late 50s.
It's King of the Road in beautiful Italy. Here's some scenes from upcoming segments. King of the Road at the Vatican.
Have you seen the Pope? We're looking for the Pope.
Actually, I haven't seen him today because we came quite late here.
Have you seen the Pope Mobile? The vehicle with the glass around it? Have you seen
Yes,
that?
but only on TV.
King of the road.
King of the Road in Pisa.
Tell you what, it's a small world. We're on top of the Leaning Tower of Pizza. Pizza? And these folks are from Houston, Texas.
Hi, Houston.
All right.
Sort of.
We found somebody from our neck of the woods.
Yep.
King of the road.
But coming up next, we'll visit my favorite Italian town, Siena.